Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Xbox catch-up video covering August 25th and August 26th because yesterday I kind of ran out of time. It kind of got a little bit late, so I figured, you know what, instead of rushing one, I'm going to go ahead and put the content from 2 days together. So let's go ahead and get on to the main story, the main topic, the thumbnail topic as I'd call it, which is that the Xbox Series sales have gotten an increased spike, and actually a giant spike. Now, obviously, it doesn't show you what the numbers were previously, but I mean, just these numbers alone. On Thursday, August 24th, Amazon saw an 870% increase in sales of the Xbox Series X. Not the S, the X. And then the following day, on Friday, August 25th, Peter OVO posted a screenshot showing that it went up from the 870 to 1,056%. Now, these increased sales have to be driven by Starfield. Everyone's trying to get prepared. They're trying to make sure they have their system ready for Starfield when it launches, because not everyone has that big, powerful PC that a lot of anti-Xbox people claim that they have. So that's a great thing to see with the Xbox brand, because obviously I'm rooting for them to do great, and it seems like a lot of positivity is going around Xbox right now, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we move on. So the next topic would be that the Xbox at Gamescom Day 3 live stream was on Friday. That was the last one, Day 3 of it. It was over. But they did have dev interviews which showed off gameplay for the following games: City Skyline 2, Sea of Thieves, which just keeps on evolving, and the new Monkey Island adventures have brought a lot of people back. I'm waiting for Chapter 3 of that adventure to come, and then I'll knock all 3 out at one time. I used to play a lot of Sea of Thieves, but just like Grounded, it was taking up too much of my time, causing it where I wasn't able to play other games, so I had to kind of push that one aside. Then you have Party Animals, which is a fun-looking physics-based party game, which to me looks like a cross between Fall Guys and Mario Party. That releases on September 20th and will be day 1 into Game Pass. Then you have Dungeons of Hitterberg and Payday 3, which is another day 1 into Game Pass release that is releasing next month. Now, I've never played a Payday game, mostly because when they released, I really wasn't into playing a lot of different games at that time. Now I'm trying to dabble in a bunch of different games because I've been finding a lot of really good quality games that I wouldn't have expected to be quality. And after playing in the beta for this game, it has me wanting to play a bit more. The only thing is, I would like to bring in a couple friends to join in the fun, because to me it's more of a cooperative game that's funner with friends. Then we got a behind the scenes with Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2, which I completed the first Hellblade game just a couple months ago, and when I finished it, I couldn't believe that it took me so long to finally play this amazing game. And now I'm looking forward to the sequel that's releasing next year. They also did a dev interview for Still Wakes the Deep, and then Towerborn, and even Aaron Greenberg posted that he was having a lot of fun playing this game, and that he compares it to Castle Crashers, which a lot of people have compared it with, but mixed with Diablo, which is very interesting to me. And this game just sounds even better now with that. So make sure to check out those dev interviews if these games are something that you're interested in. Now, there were some notable articles and interviews that came out. So there was an article that came out stating that Todd Howard is halfway through producing the Indiana Jones game with Machine Games. The quote from Todd Howard was, in quote, "They got this whole Nazi killing thing down," end quote. He also stated, in quote, "and they're doing a really great job," end quote. Xbox has announced so many great IPs coming to their system. The future of Xbox is looking amazing. Todd Howard was also interviewed at Gamescom, and he said that Elder Scrolls 6 will probably release when he's 60. Now, he's currently 53, so we might not see the next Elder Scrolls for about 7 years. Now, Starfield did take 8 years to make, and when talking about Elder Scrolls 6, Todd also stated, in quote, "We wanted to fill the role of the ultimate fantasy world simulator." And with what I've seen from Starfield, I feel that this is the one person who could pull that off along with their talented team. So 7 years does seem like a realistic estimation of when they'll actually have this completed. But that would mean 2030, which seems like a very long time from now. Now, during the interview, Todd also said he doesn't want to retire from the gaming industry anytime soon. He basically stated, in quote, he wants to do his job forever, like Shigeru Miyamoto. Now, those of you who don't know who Miyamoto is, he's the main person who created characters in games like Mario, Donkey Kong, and Zelda. And that's just naming a few. And he's still doing his thing over there at Nintendo. So it sounds like after Elder Scrolls 6, Todd might just become more of a consultant, helping with numerous projects and won't really put most of his time towards just one project. But we have about 7 years to see if that's actually what he does. Now, also during Gamescom, Phil Spencer spoke with IGN and hinted that Xbox might have more showcases on a regular basis, saying, quote, "You're going to see more regular times to talk about games because the portfolio is deep enough that we can support that." I mean, Xbox has a lot of studios right now, and after bringing in Activision Blizzard, Xbox is going to have like 30-something studios working on games, with the majority of them working on multiple games at one time. So I think we're finally to what I will call the Xbox Dynasty period. Now again, like all this week, we've been getting a lot of gameplay videos, and IGN is probably like the main hub for putting these videos out. So IGN has released even more gameplay videos for the following games. So check them out if you're interested in these games. So there's Like a Dragon Gaiden, which is a video showing how Kiryu is like Superman, and the gameplay looks like a lot of fun. I mean, the Yakuza series I haven't got into, but it is on my must-play list. But there's just so much that I want to play before that it's going to take a while to get caught up on it. That's why I'm trying to play a lot of the new games that are coming out, so I don't end up having to put those on my back catalog. And there were 2 videos on Towerborn, which is a 7-minute video showing off gameplay, and what they call a beat 'em up with depth video. Then 2 videos about Black Myth Wukong, with the first being a combat kick-ass video, and the other video containing 19 minutes of gameplay. Again, this game is looking great, and I'm hoping, I mean, it seems like the content is there, that we might end up getting this game next year. Then there is a video about Payday 3, which covers 18 months of post-launch content detailing what to expect after the release. And then more gameplay on one of my highly anticipated games for next month, which is Lies of P. And so those of you who don't know, there is actually a demo out right now that you can go ahead and check out. It's actually been out for over a month. I played through it. It was very challenging. I'm not someone who's into the Soulsborne type games, but I mean, this game is one that I'm actually looking forward to playing. The demo is well polished, but it will only be accessible until September 20th because that's when the game launches. And then at that point, it's like, hey, if you want to play it, you're going to have to buy it. But the good thing is, if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, that game is going into Game Pass day 1. And then last but not least would be Ghost Rider 2. Got a new vehicular combat video, which is fast paced. I mean, this game, I enjoyed what I did play of the first game. I need to get back into it before the sequel comes out. But the sequel just seems like it's taking it up a notch and a big step. Not just a little tiny one there. This game actually is looking a lot better than the first, which was already a great game. And now that the Gamescom event is almost over, it brought a lot of games to us, a lot of announcements, which I wasn't expecting to see, because I don't think around this season for any previous year have we gotten so many announcements, so many new gameplay footage, anything like that. They're always slow drops, but these last 3-4 days have just been amazing. But next up is TGS, which is the Tokyo Game Show, and we're already getting a peek at what might be there, or what has been announced to be there. So the one thing that I want to talk about and point out, because Sega actually put this out, is that Sega and Atlus posted that they will have a special Tokyo Game Show broadcast on September 21st. So tune in if you want to learn more about the newest titles coming from Sega and Atlus. Which obviously, if you're a Persona fan, you want to check this out. If you're a Sonic fan, you want to check this out. Now, the last topic that I'm going to cover is, I guess, an update on the ABK, which is the Competition Appeal Tribunal, also known as CAT, has rescheduled their original hearing for late October. I believe they already have 5 dates set there. And this is probably just in case the CMA doesn't approve the ABK acquisition. So it's just more of a formality, not something to really worry about there. But again, it was just a minor update that I wanted to bring to you. But that's going to be it for this video. I think I wrapped everything up for the last 2 days. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to probably leave timestamps in this video because there's quite a few more sections, as I would say, in this video. But until next time, Assassinator out.